I think we realize now more than ever that our dollar's never going to be worth more than it is today. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about. Inflation, the stealth tax. Hi, I'm Olivia Kirk.
I'm Tim Urich. We're from Tier 1 Capital, and we're here to show you how to regain control of your money. So, I recently read an article that said inflation is up 18.6% over the past 3 years.
Is that all?
So what that means is that something that cost $100 3 years ago now costs $118.60. And the fact of the matter is, your money will never be worth more than it is today because of this escalation of inflation. So let me give you an example of how this works. Let's say you take $10,000 and you go out in your backyard, you dig a hole, and you put that $10,000 in the hole. And now you forget about it and you don't dig it back up until 2034, 10 years from today. Now, when you dig up that money, it's still $10,000.
It looks like it, at least.
Well, yes. But the reality is, it doesn't have near the buying power that it did the day you put it in the hole. So the point is that the most valuable dollar you're ever going to possess is a dollar that you own and control today. And we always talk about being in control of your money. Well, this is why. Because when you're in control of your money, you could actually position yourself to take advantage of inflation rather than becoming a victim of inflation. So now it becomes an issue of, okay, what are the things that we can do today to make sure that we're actually positioning ourselves to take advantage of inflation?
Exactly. So what I was thinking about when you were talking is, the way we do that is by stop giving up control of more money than we need to, right? So we all have expenses to live, to exist, but coming up with strategies to maintain control of as much money as possible, right? So build a pool of money that you own and control. And what we found is when you have money, when you have access to liquid money, opportunities find you.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Absolutely. So when you don't have access to money, it doesn't matter if opportunities present themselves to you because you're in no position to take advantage of them even if you wanted to, right? So by building that pool of cash that you own and control, all of a sudden you have options, right? Options to help your money grow now while they're most valuable instead of, let's say, paying off your mortgage or putting all your money towards retirement where it's going to be worth less. Now you're able to take advantage of opportunities with your most valuable dollars today and build more for the future.
Yep. So let's look at 3 quick strategies that people could utilize today to regain control of their money and to start building that pool of capital. So first and foremost would be to not go short on their mortgage. In other words, instead of doing a 15-year mortgage because you're focused on paying less interest, go with a 30-year mortgage because the focus should be on cash flow, not interest rate.
Right.
But think about this. It's difficult to make that decision because the bank positions it in a way that they'll give you a lower interest rate on the shorter term mortgage because they're getting more of your cash flow. So that's one quick thing. The second area would be to not put extra money on your mortgage, right? So if you have a 30-year mortgage and you're putting an extra $500 or $1,000 per month or doing bi-weekly mortgages, stop that and use that money to build your pool. And then the third area, I think, and this we don't give this enough focus, is only contributing to your retirement account, your 401k, up to the match. Anything over the match, there's no guarantee that the dollars you're putting in are going to have the same buying power as the dollars you pull out in retirement. You know, if you have somebody in their 20s or 30s, you're talking about 30 or 40 years before they're going to be able to harvest that money. Without, you know, they could access it earlier with a 10% penalty plus tax. But there's no guarantee that the buying power of the dollars they're going to pull out in retirement 30 years from today is going to have the same buying power as the dollars they put in. And the reality is those dollars will have less buying power.
Exactly. Plus you have market fluctuations and taxes that could go up and down. There's a lot of variables there. I feel like we need to add in a bonus of if you have high interest credit card debt and you're paying and you're contributing to those retirement plans, a good strategy would be to pause that to get that debt under control, or to build that pool of cash that you own and control so you could get everything in line before starting to save for retirement, right? Because it doesn't make sense to stash your pool of cash away in a little vault that you can't put your hands on unless the government says so, while you're paying 20 to 35% on a high interest credit card.
Yeah, and that's another great point, right? Combining credit card debt with excess retirement account contributions is just that's a double death. Right? So
one step forward, two steps back type deal right there.
Yeah, exactly. But each of those choices restricts your cash flow. Mm-hmm. So it is one step forward, but it's way more than two steps back. So we think that with these 3 or 4 different strategies, you could position yourself to be in control of, or greater control of, your cash flow and your money. And ultimately, you know, we always say, whoever controls your money controls your life. And now you can regain control of your life.
Exactly. And, you know, we look at everything through the lens of control for our clients. You know, is this decision putting you in more control of your cash flow or less control of your cash flow? And, you know, we believe that the more control you have, the more financially free you're going to be, because you're going to have options and opportunities that present themselves to you. If you'd like to learn more about exactly how we put this process to work for our clients, visit our website at tier1capital.com to schedule your free strategy session today. Also, if you like this video, be sure to check out these 2. We picked them out special for you. Also, if you like this video, please be sure to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button.
Thanks so much for watching our video. And remember, it's not how much money you make.
It's how much money you keep that really matters. We'll see you in the next one.